So I'm back on my PC for today, or for right now, I guess, because I saw this tier list when I was just messing around, and
It's a big city.
and I thought I'm pretty pro at Phasma at this point, so I think that I could possibly complete this tier list correctly, but I think I'm gonna start with Notebook because it's the first one.
Notebook, I would put it in okay because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it works right off the bat. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. I almost never get easy uses or hard uses. It's usually in between. So personally, I would say okay for Notebook. You agree?
Yeah,
Like
because
it's a pretty 50-50 thing.
it's easy because you can just leave it there, and for that reason, it's good.
Either you'll
And
get it or you.
usually, it'll write if it is
It's not one of
ghostwriting.
those. It's not one of those things
So
where it'll keep like fucking clickbaiting you.
okay, what do you think about orbs?
Orb, I would say 50-50 too.
Cause
Because sometimes you get orbs, sometimes you don't. It's annoying.
and also mimic
Yeah.
does that shit with the orbs, and I hate that.
Uh, camera, I would say okay too. You can't really say anything about the camera. I mean, it's just taking pictures.
I'd say it's good because it gives you extra money if you take the pictures.
True.
I because I don't know. That's its
Candle,
only use, but
candle, I'll put okay because some people can use it, but at the end of the day,
I think it's
it
annoying.
at the end of the day, it's not that crazy to have a candle.
The cross is my fave because
The
it
cross
saves my
helps a lot.
ass.
Definitely one of our faves.
It's,
Along with smudges,
and this, keep in mind these are the tier 1 ones, so
we all broke.
I'll do tier 2 on another one if this video does good. But dots fucking hard as fuck to use.
We all broke, bro.
Cause what do you mean? There's dots when we stared at it till like 0 sanity and it didn't show shit. And then you just guess and then it's like dots. And then you're like, bro, what the hell? I sat there staring at the dots for like the whole game and it didn't even give me it with the tier 1. You have to get like 3 of them and then put them all together to get dots. So, but EMF, the tier 1 EMF's okay. Cause honestly the stick be going everywhere. And it's hard to
That's why I
see if
picked
you
the
get
shot.
5 EMF. With the tier 2 one, it's pretty obvious. You'll just get 3 or 5 beeps and then you're good. But with the one with the stick, that shit's flying everywhere. You can't tell when it's 5. So for that reason it's okay, but it does give you it sometimes. So what about the head cameras?
I don't know. I don't use them often.
I think they're kind
They're
of
just
junk.
okay. They're just okay. There's nothing about them. Smudges, my favorite.
You think?
Easy because they save your life.
Because I've thrown one at it and it didn't even work.
Because you don't know how to use them. That's why.
Bruh.
And then the lighters, I would say good because there's a lot of uses for them.
And then,
Candles, smudges.
what about the sensor?
The sensor? I would say okay, just because sometimes you need it for challenges. Other than that, I don't really see how it's good. It just tells you if it's there, but just because it's there doesn't mean anything. The thing, I'd say hard to use for that. Or not hard to use. It's not necessarily hard to use, it's just kind of junk, but I wouldn't put it in absolute junk. You know what I mean? So I'd put it in hard to use. Even though it's not necessarily hard to use. Salt, one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think it's good
Because
because
easy points.
first of all, easy points. And second of all, it's good to tell Wraith off the bat. If you never get it, then that's an easy win. And then sanity pills are my favorite because you don't get hunted if you just spam those. And I'm horrible. I'm gonna die if I get hunted in Phasmo. What about this? I haven't really used this one much.
I'd say that's absolutely junk in my opinion.
I don't. That's why
Voice box,
hard to use.
hard to use.
Cause it'll be like
Temperature.
you'll literally try all day
Temperature,
in the
hard to use.
well you'll literally try all day for fucking spirit box, and it won't even give you it. And then you'll be like, okay, can't be spirit box because I've been spamming this like 10 times, and then something else will get close to it, so then you'll just get something else, and then at the end of the game it'll be like, I'm actually in a spirit box, and I'm pissy because what do you mean it's spirit box? There's no way. And then you think temps is hard to use? I think it's okay. I think it's fair to put it with EMF. Cause if you just leave it on the floor till the end of the game, it'll give you it. Freezing. I feel like.
What?
With freezing. If you just leave it on the floor till the end of the game, it'll eventually give it to you. So, what about the flashlight?
I don't know.
We don't ever use that. I know that some of them hate the light, and that's why people use it, but honestly, it doesn't really serve much of a purpose to me, personally. So, I don't know if there's some better use for it, but I don't ever use it because it just wastes inventory space. And then with the tripod, which is just to set up to check orbs through the camera or whatever, and stuff like that, I'd say it's hard to use because it doesn't even give you it, even if it's like a Goreo or something. I don't know. And then ultraviolet, the tier 1, is also hard to use, I would say, because the glow stick, very good, but this one has such a small point that you have to shine it right at where they touched. Actually, I'll put it out okay, just because I can't be that judgy. If it stuffs in the salt, you're gonna get it if you use this one, but I just like the glow stick. The glow stick I'd probably put at good, but this one, too small. So, at favorite is all the shit that keeps that thing away, because I always die. I don't care if I break line of sight or turn off all my equipment. I always freaking find a way to die. When it hunts. When it hunts, I'm dying. That's that. Because if you play anything above, like intermediate, there's no solid hiding spots, no closets, no nothing. So this cross, first of all, good at preventing hunts. Incense, some people can use these to get rid of the ghosts. I suck at it. And then sanity pills is probably the best of them all because it keeps you from resorting to the other two. And then at good is the camera. As I was saying, camera, matches, and salt are all good evidence to make you money. So that's why we put it at good. And then okay is just basically everything that gives you mixed signals. Hard to use. This shit rarely ever even works. And then absolute junk is shit I basically never use. So that's probably it for this one.